and welcome to Blues Fans TV. This is our new weekly segment and it's the Blues Fans TV podcast. And I'm here with the wonderful Matisse. Now, I like Matisse and he's got some very good feedback from you guys, so I thought he'd be the perfect person to get on. He's very knowledgeable, he's got a level head, he's not too biased as well, which is what you need. Yeah, you've got to be realistic on this channel. We thought we would do this because I think at a time like this, there's a lot to be discussed about the club, about new players that need to come in, about our performances, about how Frank's doing as a whole. Frank and his whole coaching team. Sorry guys, I'm actually very ill right now. It's too cold outside. I can't handle it anymore. But yeah, we just thought we would go through some points, and I think the main thing to start with on this podcast is obviously going over our Bayern Munich performance. Now, It's so weird because I think a lot of fans had high hopes after our Tottenham performance because it was, to me it was our best performance of the season, and we played so well. We played with a lot of passion, a lot of heart. We never gave up. We kept a clean sheet, which is fantastic.
Well, the goal came at the end, isn't it?
Oh, sorry.
2-1,
nearly kept
we
a
wish.
clean sheet.
We wish.
It's so close to keeping a clean sheet. But I thought it was a brilliant performance.
No, it was.
All by the Ogarth was a brilliant performance. And it's just a bit of a shame that we go into the Bayern Munich game. The first half seems like we're holding our own. It's always. I think we're always going in against a better squad when it comes to Bayern Munich, especially in the situation we're in where we've not been able to sign any new players. I mean, obviously we could have done in January, and we've got Hakeem.
Chose not to, I guess, with what was available.
I appreciate that because we don't want to do a panic buy and then get ourselves in a situation where we've just spent loads of money on the wrong players. We'd rather wait till the summer to get the right ones. Having said that, we are struggling a lot, and I think some of that is down to Frank. I think some of that is just down to him not having the resources. Talk us through yesterday's game, what your thoughts were.
I mean, like you said, the first half we were okay. Like it was 50-50, although you could kind of see when we had the ball and when they had the ball, the difference in class. Like it was quite a stretch, but at the same time we held our own. I didn't feel like as if we were completely out of the game. We could definitely kick on from there in the second half. But like I said, second half it was just capitulation. Like it was peak. It was so bad. Like I couldn't actually believe it. We came out in the second half, we conceded. I was like, you just want a team with a couple of leaders will just calm it down, relax, try and get their foot back in the game, try and stay strong for the next 15 minutes. We just capitulated. For Gnabry's goal, he just burst through the middle of the pitch, and Rudiger was kind of like in no man's land. Christensen and him split, and Gnabry just ran straight through the middle of the team and scored. It was a typical clinical German performance. Like they just didn't miss any chances, and unfortunately we missed a truckload.
I mean, we've beat Bayern Munich before, which how easy fun. The miracles could happen.
Different team though.
different team. Well, Frank was in the team, wasn't he then?
Yeah, exactly.
Completely different team. But I think that I think a lot of fans were overconfident yesterday. I was I thought we could have come out with a win, but I was secretly worried.
I really wasn't.
After what they did to Tottenham 7-2, you have to expect to concede. Although I fully expected us to concede yesterday, but I hoped it would be a strong 2-1. But the difference between us and them is that they take their chances. Well, they obviously take their chances.
I mean, as we've seen, evidently, guys, they take their chances, no problem.
It was we don't. We're going to start with the back line because we want to sort of dissect what happened yesterday and things we feel went wrong and what we feel could have been avoided. And I mean, the up front situation is a different story. We'll get to that in a minute. What I want to know, and what a lot of fans want to know,
where is
where is Toure? What on earth? He's not injured.
No,
he isn't injured at all.
No, not injured. No, nothing's come out on that at all.
No, not even on the bench. One of our strongest players. I don't think he's had a bad game this season. Do you remember a bad game?
No, I think the last time he started was Hull City. Away, scored a goal.
Match.
Yeah, exactly. For me, he's like he's not our best in every attribute, but he's definitely our most balanced all rounder. Like he's got a bit of pace about him. He's a bit composed. He's good on the ball. He's good awareness and positionally. He can improve.
He's not old.
Exactly.
If Frank's thinking of building a team and to keep his job. Next season, he's going to have to do that. Do you know what I mean? Because Chelsea obviously are very impatient when it comes to managers and how many trophies we win per season. I think this one was obviously going to be a write-off anyway.
So
he's sort of got that leniency there. But I do think you need to start thinking ahead. And I understand he wants to put Christensen in the team. He obviously sees something in him, and I was a big fan of Christensen before he got injured. But to not have him in the team at the moment, we are conceding goals. sort of more or less every game.
The thing is, we were conceding, even with Tomori and Zuma, we were still kind of conceding goals anyway because you had Kepa in goal. For me, the whole back line is just a mess. Like when you go, you start with now we're playing Caballero quite often. It's like our £70 million goalkeepers on the bench. I'd say most of the people watching this are quite concerned whether he's going to be the guy to lead us forward. He was meant to be the next decade, like 7 years. 7-year contract. He's on. I think he's the second most paid player in the squad. Obviously, it's with the massive price tag that he came with behind Kante. So there's so many issues. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to repeat that, but it's a bit mad.
Kepa was an investment for the future. I mean, I think they were thinking, right, we lost Czech, then Courtois when he wasn't happy here, so they tried to sort of bring in someone young, and the price tag, it was overpriced.
Massively overpriced. But my point is, I don't even with. I feel like Tomori should be coming back into the team for Rudiger.
Who would you have? Was you a back three? Would you have a back four? Who would you?
I mean, I'm always more comfortable with a back four. I think 4-3-3 or 4-3-3 is kind of my favourite formation.
I quite like having. See, I'm the opposite. I quite like having wing backs. I like having Alonso in the team, despite the fact they got sent off. But I think it was all sort of over with anyway.
Yeah, it was kind of done at that point. So it's funny. Every time someone's losing a game like that, and it's kind of like ties over and everything's just going to absolute. Someone just get sent off as well.
They just get frustrated and angry or overexcited.
Just to add to it.
I mean, I do like having wingers, but the problem for me is I think that I don't think Dave's had the best season.
No.
Not that he's been horrendous.
No, of course not. He's naturally declining, I'd say.
Yeah. Rudiger hasn't been as great since he's come back from injury, I think.
I always thought Rudiger was a little bit overrated, to be honest.
Yeah, the problem for me is that Frank's whole philosophy is that he plays players based on merit, and he's said that in press conferences.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, if I was a player, if Tomori comes on, he scores a goal, he gets man of the match, why wouldn't you then include him in the next team?
Yeah.
That makes no sense to me.
I think a lot of people's hypothesis on this is that Rudiger's in the team because there's a lot of inexperience in the team, and whether you agree or not, I personally don't, but people see him as a leader or at least someone who will shout and marshal, so to speak. Whether that actually does anything, I really don't think so. Yeah. But that's why he's in the team over Tomori, because we have so many young guys in the team already. He's trying to balance it out with a bit of experience. I personally don't think Rudiger brings this wealth of experience and leadership and knowledge like a JT for him to warrant being in the team over Tomori.
I don't think anybody does at the moment. You know what I mean? I think even Dave should be a little bit, stronger.
Yeah. But even so, I don't even think, even if you put Tomori in the team, I don't think that even solves our problems. I think our problems are just so deep. It's just I feel like it's a collection thing. It's not really any individual specifically, even though I think Rudiger was at fault for a few goals. James was quite poor yesterday as well, which isn't like him. But I just feel like there's a lot of issues.
Because obviously Frank does have a slight lack of options.
100%.
Compared to other teams like Liverpool, who can basically bring anybody off the bench, especially compared to Bayern Munich, who have really good players on the bench.
Coutinho was on the bench.
They don't even need to use. But at the same time, I do feel like, if we're going to go further forward down the pitch, I feel like Bayern Munich now take their chances. Tammy's form, since he's come back from injury, hasn't been that great. He wasn't good against Newcastle.
Yeah.
For sure. He missed loads and loads of chances there. Although I rate him highly.
I love Tammy, but it's just...
I love Tammy.
Yeah.
As much as I rate him as a striker, and I think he's a very, very good striker, I think all strikers are going to go in and out of form. That's just how it is, you know what I mean?
I just don't think he's the pinnacle of what we like. He probably should be the understudy to a world-class forward, so he can pick up some stuff and learn it. I think even Tammy said it in his quotes during the end of the January transfer when Chelsea were linked with Cavani, and I think someone asked him a question on it. I saw some quotes about it, and they were like, and he was encouraging it, because I think even himself would love a world-class striker to learn from. If you look at all like the young players in our squad, they're kind of just like not teaching themselves, because I'm sure there's coaching going on in the training ground, but they're kind of like they're almost having to carry the team at times, like James, Mount, Abraham, like they're the top of their charts for goal scoring and all that kind of stuff. It's like we really should have some senior guys that they can learn from, and we don't have that.
And do you know what? I think Chelsea, ever since Diego Costa left, actually ever since Didier Drogba left, I'm going to go even further back, because even with Costa there were certain issues.
Hasselback.
We're way back now. But even before Costa, even with Costa, he had some behavioural issue. Whether he was a brilliant striker, obviously, but he would get sent off in games, and then we'd be screwed again. Or if he was injured, we'd be screwed again.
Yeah.
I personally next season would love to see Chelsea play with 2 strikers up front. I would love Tammy to have somebody alongside him. That's just my thoughts going by the last 5 years or so. You know, however long you want to go back to it.
Yeah.
We've so lacked goals.
Yeah, we do.
Every game, or we can't, or we create a million chances, and I'm sure as a manager that's the most frustrating team when it's the most frustrating thing.
Yeah.
When you have players that create so many chances and can't put the ball in the back of the net, because that's just useless.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so much a manager can do. Like, this is why I can't get too hard on Frank. Although there's probably a lack of chemistry in the team because he keeps moving.
Really.
I mean, that game, Barkley had a great game, Mount had a great game, Giroud obviously, but these are not names that are consistent. Do you know what I mean? Like, these are not players that are going to be consistent over a season.
So look at Mane and Salah.
Yeah, I mean, it's night and day. So when we coming into the Bayern game, I was like, I know we're just off a high, but we're now due to drop off. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we've had our high now. Yeah. Man United was our low, high, low.
We just started rolling. And the fact of the matter is that we didn't really expect to get
no, of course
top 4 this season. If we said top 6, 7, everyone would have been like, yeah. Because we're playing so well, now we want top 4, and we feel like we're just
and also because everybody else has been awful. Like, the teams around us, like your Tottenham's, United.
Yeah, but how is Sheffield United like nearly catching up with us?
And Leicester.
It's just madness. You know what I mean? Let's have a good side. They have a good manager in Brendan Rodgers. They have good players like James Maddison.
Yeah, Telemans.
Yeah, you can name a really good few there, and also they've stuck there for the long run. Do you know what I mean? When they could have gone off and taken the money or whatever. That's what I mean. I think it's not all about that. They've stayed and created a good team.
Got good chemistry in their team.
Yeah, and they're playing really well together. That being said, can we still get top 4? Because that's what me and Matisse wanted to discuss. Moving on from the Champions League. Actually, no, hold on. Sorry. Before we go to top 4, till we have chance of the Champions League, this is going to be a very, very brief moment. I don't think so. Listen, anything can happen with what happened in Barcelona. The year we won it. But I do think that was a very different team, and I'd be really worried. The only chance we'd have in this game to come back from it would be if Bayern Munich sat back now and thought we've won it. I mean, and that always happens with teams. Yeah, that does happen with teams quite a lot, and that's how they lose.
But Bayern would have to rest all of their first team. They would have to like completely disregard the game and rest it. They would honestly have to like just dash the tie away. They'd be like resting players. Like, we're not playing Lewandowski. Play their youth team. Like, listen,
they might even be us.
because they would have to be like, all right, we're going for the Bundesliga now because this tie is over. We're 3-0 up. 3 away goals, by the way. This is not even just a normal 3-0 up. This is 3 away goals.
4.
Yeah.
Well, no, we've got to score 3 to level.
And no conceding. Chelsea no conceding, guys. Really?
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
I'm not sure about that. Yeah, so, it's a I mean, listen, I think our Champions League hopes are over. I think the best thing for us to do is focus on just trying to get top 4, because if we do have players come in next season that are more experienced, we've got Hakeem coming in, people are very excited about him. We're hoping to get at least 2 or 3 more signings. I'd love to have another striker, somebody else to help along the midfield.
Martinez at Inter I would love.
Yeah.
He's and like you're saying with the 2 up top, which I don't think we've done successfully since Drogba and Anelka under Ancelotti. That was really good.
How good were we back
then? That was like was the most free scoring Chelsea team I've seen. Malouda just behind them was quality.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Martinez at Inter with Tammy, that could be a nice link up. I don't know how the rest would work around that, because if you're going to go 2 up front, you're sacrificing a winger or something.
Yeah.
But it would be interesting to see.
No, that's what I mean. But we've always been a team that bases it on midfielders, and I feel like our midfielders used to score a lot of goals. We're not really at that stage anymore.
No.
We need to try something different. I would just like to see us play 2 up front. It's the only thing we haven't really tried.
Yeah.
I think we tried
for Bayern, what would you do, right? So you have the option to rest the Chelsea, because obviously you're saying the tie's done. I agree with you. The tie's absolutely done.
Yeah.
Would you rest players now for Munich? Are you going to Munich?
I was going to.
You battled out.
I couldn't get a ticket because we went to Lille, and then I was poorly for the next one. So we basically, if you're on the away scheme and you miss one game, you get kicked off.
Oh wow!
So we logged on right in a second. Me and my dad still couldn't get one.
Yeah.
But I think there probably will be a few flying.
If you're going to Munich,
I don't even go for obviously
result.
You always hope and win. You go to support your team, whatever else. That's why I went to Lille. I mean,
some good beer in Germany as well.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, I love Munich. The last time I went, I've been on €1,000 aways. But I would hope that next season that I'd be able to go to a lot. We'd actually get some results, because we're not that good away from home. Anyway, so I personally would
rest.
I don't even know.
If you rest players, you're asking for a battering, by the way.
Do you know what? Ask me next week.
Okay.
When we play Bournemouth, and I'm going to see how our teams perform, because if we were really struggling, then yeah. Last but not least, and before we end up, can we still get top 4? well, yeah, can we still get top 4?
Ask me that next week.
Yeah. Listen, I think we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for this week's game. So we're gonna discuss this next week because we're just not sure at the moment. I think we've come off the back of an amazing Tottenham win, and then we've played against Bayern. It's not been so
we're on a
amazing.
bouncy.
Exactly. So let's just see how the next couple of games go, and then let's see if we get top 4 and see how other teams are performing as well, because that really obviously affects us as well.
100%, yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm so sorry that I sound like a bad. I've got coughing my guts up here. I sound ridiculous. My normal voice will be back to normal next week. Comment below. Let us know your thoughts on the Bayern match. Do you think we can get top 4? Do you think our Champions League hopes are over? And please comment and tell us, where is Tomori?